to Penn and Teller Fool Us, a show where lying, cheating and stealing are not just permitted, they are openly encouraged. So let's meet our next magical felon.
My name is Paul V. Hill. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. Some people call me a magician, others a mind reader, and some perhaps maybe even some kind of psychic. I grew up working in a magic shop. Later on in my life, I traveled around the world studying shamanic medicines. Once the curtains open or they introduce me, that's like once upon a time and all bets are off. Point to me a spot like right here or right here. Magic can have a consciousness expanding effect on people.
Just don't understand. Mind blown.
Part of what I'm interested in when I perform magic is a moment that transcends to help people know that the mystery is still alive, where even smart people will begin to doubt.
Will you please welcome Paul V. Hill.
Let me ask you to ponder something for a second. Do you think it's possible that somebody, maybe even like myself, could stand here in front of a group of strangers and predict exactly what they may or may not do? I'm going to start with you, Penn.
Okay.
Now, please, I have some specific statements with which I'm going to attempt to influence you with. I'm going to start with you, and I'll use a few more. The response that I want from you is a single digit between 0 and 10. Not 0 and 10, between 0 and 10. Now, you know that I'm attempting to influence you, and my statement is 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Blank 4, unlock the door. You know what the obvious digit would be to put in this blank spot, but if you had a choice, you would say 2. 2. I'll record that here for later. And perhaps this gentleman right here in the red plaid. Again, we haven't set anything up. Nobody's approached you and asked you to help me out in any way. And I promise if you listen carefully, I'll make you look good, all right? The statement I have to influence you is Snow White and the blank dwarfs. And the digit you would give me is
4.
4. So we're starting off with a 2 and a 4. And lastly, Teller. Please. Again, listen carefully. I don't think that these statements will work on everybody, but I think that this one will work with you. And the statement is, blank blind mice, see how they run? Please, can you hold up some fingers for me? 1. So, 241. Do you think there's any way I could come out here and predict that I would get this number, 241? Please, can I have you come up here? Ken, let's give him a big round of applause, please. How's it going today, Tom?
Doing very well, Paul. How you doing?
Great. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah. So before I came out here tonight, I took a business card. I wrote 3 numbers on this business card, and then I put it somewhere where everybody would know I wouldn't be able to touch it. Any idea where that's at? Please. Let me turn around. Can you see that pinned onto the back of my jacket? Now, please don't touch it yet.
Okay.
That is legitimately pinned on there, and I am going to have you verify that. You can pull on that, please.
Okay, that is pinned.
Yes?
Very securely.
Go ahead. You take the pin out. If I was to do that, they'd think that's when I'm doing the sneaky stuff. And as you turn it over, can you keep your thumb over those 3 numbers that I've written on the other side?
Okay, I've taken it.
I'd like you to be about surprised as everybody else here, all right?
So, open safety pin, dangerous open safety pin.
I don't trust you with this, and they don't trust me with that.
Okay.
So again, I asked you for a single digit between 0 and 10. The number you gave me was a?
2, I believe.
2. Can you just slide over to the first number? And what number
2.
is it? Yes!
Can you see that?
No, wait, hold on. There's 2 chances for me to mess up. Sir, the second digit you gave me was a?
4.
What's the second number on that
Second
paper?
number there is a 4.
2, 4. And lastly, Teller, you could have named any number in the universe. Well, any number between 0 and 10, yes? The number you gave me was the number 1.
1 and
What's the last number I put on?
2, 4, 1.
Let me show that to the camera and everybody will get a chance to see that.
Thank you, Paul.
241.
241.
Give yourselves a big round of applause.
Paul V here, ladies and gentlemen. Nice work.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Good. Okay, I think Penn and Teller have
deliberated.
discussed. I think they've come to a conclusion. You can tell us whether they're right or not, but Penn?
One of the greatest tricks in all of magic is that trick. It is simple, it is direct, and it is absolutely impossible. It absolutely destroys. Love it. Love it. Love it. Did you see the movie Patton? George C. Scott?
Yes.
You did. And there's a line from that movie that I think will mean something very strong to you. At one point he says about Rommel, "You magnificent bastard! I read your book! I read your book, you magnificent bastard!"
Okay.
Paul put out one of the greatest magic books ever. In that book is this trick. Teller and I both read it. Teller and I both loved it. And we sat in the dressing room and talked about how we could possibly use it. So we would never, ever, ever have figured that trick out if we hadn't read your book, you magnificent bastard.
That's good enough for me. Perfect for me. Thank you. One last thing. Hi, Mom.
There it goes. Well, coming up after the break, a performance from the two and only Penn and Teller. Don't go away.